Hey, good day, folks. Welcome to another episode of Andrew's Life. On this video, I will be driving through the town of Horse Cave, Kentucky, which is located in the middle of the state of Kentucky, pretty much. It is a little over an hour south of Louisville. It is 42 minutes north of Bowling Green. It is 24 minutes from Glasgow, Kentucky, which I will be doing that video shortly here. So be on the lookout for that video. I mean, that community is a much larger community than this one. Now, I'm going to give you guys some general information about the city, and then I'll give you my 2 cents. Now, the population here in Horse Cave is 2,415 people, and it has lost 11% of its population as of the 2020 census. Now, the median home price here is about $92,000. However, if you're looking to buy something that's turnkey, move-in ready, be prepared to spend at least $140,000 for a house. If you're looking just to rent, your median rent prices are going to go from $483 to $1,021 a month. And the crime numbers in this city, again, are quite remarkable. Your violent crime is only a third of the national average. Your property crime is only 14% of the national average. So both property and violent crime are well below national average. And the racial makeup of the city is 78.9% white, 13.2% black, and 3.1% Hispanic. And, when it comes to employment opportunities, there's not going to be a whole lot of employment opportunities in this small town. Most people that live here, they go to either Glasgow, Kentucky, or they go to Bowling Green. And I'm pretty sure there's people that live here that might work remotely. But if you're looking to get a job in town and you really don't want to have to go real far, I mean, there are a couple of places that there are a couple of production jobs that you can work that I know of. The biggest one would be Dark Container Corporation of Kentucky, which is basically a food and beverage packaging company. And so, let's see. And as far as things to do, you got the Hidden River Cave and American Cave Museum. Now, I went on the website to see if I could go to, hold on. You got the Kentucky Down Under Adventure Zoo. You got the Mammoth Onyx Cave. Now, I did go to that cave, I want to say 15 years or so ago. And I wanted to go again and do a video, but without getting too much into politics, I mean, they wanted people to have the 19 vaccination stuff. So, making a long story short, I didn't go. That's as far as I go for that. Anyhow, they also got the Denison Roadside Mart. I mean, from what I've heard from the reviews, it's not, basically it's just a small town food market store which sells fresh produce I mean, it's nothing, apparently, it's nothing fancy, it's nothing special. I mean, if you're out here traveling around and maybe you want to stop off and get you some fresh fruits and vegetables, and maybe you don't want to have to drive over to a Walmart or whatever the case might be, you can go there and take care of that. Now, as far as my 2 cents about this city, now, as you guys will see on this video, this city does have a little bit of poverty. But understand, the state of Kentucky does have an issue with poverty. However, unlike many of your states that have heavy poverty that are located in the deep south, Kentucky does not have the high crime numbers as, let's say, places like Alabama or Mississippi or Georgia. Now, granted, if you want to live out here, you will pay considerably more money for your housing. And, I would also say if you're looking to maybe homestead and you're wanting to live in Kentucky and you're wanting to live within an hour of a larger city, like in this case the largest city closest by would be Bowling Green, which is 42 minutes away. And if you really had to get to the city for something, Louisville is only an hour and 15 minutes away. It's north of here. So I would say this would be one of those type of communities where you can buy you a piece of land, throw you a double wide on it, or if you got the money, you can build you a house and have you a decent amount of land. Now, obviously, before you do any of that, you're gonna want to consult with the town or the county and find out what the laws are when it comes to building or doing anything of that sort. Because in most places, if you want to have a homestead, at the bare minimum, you're gonna have to have a septic system put in place. If one is not already put in place, that or you're gonna have to be on city services. Now, I'm not 100% sure whether this town has got city services. I mean, I'm gonna assume. I have no idea, to be quite frank. Now, I know in Alabama, and if you're in town, even though it might be a small town, in most cases, you're gonna have city services. So, if it's like it is in Alabama, here in Kentucky, in that regard, you're going to most likely have city services if you're in town. Now, if you buy out here in the country, outside of town, like where I'm driving right now, most likely you might have city water, but then your sewage is gonna be in a form of a septic. Or in some cases, you won't even have city water. You'll have both a septic and a well. So that's another thing. You're gonna want to make, if the property comes with a septic and a well, A, you're gonna want to locate it, and B, you're gonna want to make sure both of those components work before you purchase the property, or at least find out what it's gonna cost to get all that repaired. And if you're going to do it yourself, what kind of permits you're going to have to pull to get it done. I mean, those are your due diligences you're going to want to do before buying any property out in the country like this. Or two, you can find something in town and then you don't have to deal with all that. I mean, you may not have as much property with your with your house, but it all depends on what you're looking for. I mean, I would say out here, again, if you're looking to kind of get a little bit out the way, but not be too far from larger communities, I would say this would be a decent alternative. I mean, the crime here is nice and low. And as you guys can see, many of these properties do have adequate space. They're not all smashed in together like we are in some places. So that's my 2 cents about this city. So you guys enjoy the rest of the video. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, consider doing that. Give this video a thumbs up to help with the YouTube algorithm. And until next time, you guys have a blessed one. I'll see you on the next one.